Welcome to E39 Source. Today working on my E46 again. This is a production 10 of 01, 2002 model year E46 330xi sedan. We're going to be replacing, or changing rather, a bunch of fluids today. Rear differential oil, since this is an XI model, it has a front transfer case as well as transmission fluid. I'll probably break this up into 3 videos, so this may be the generic beginning clip for each. I'm going to start with the differential oil, so that'll probably be the first upload, and then we'll have subsequent uploads of the following fluids. I'm also going to be replacing most of the, or if not all of the, drain plugs, as well as the copper washers, gaskets in there, and I also got this fluid transfer pump over here that I'll kind of be using from Motive Products, the Power Fill. So we'll have to see how that does. Front of the car up in the air, we use the front jack point. I have removed all 3 underbelly splash shields. There's one in the front, one in the middle, and then one all the way in the back for the transmission. It might be possible that you only need to remove the one all the way in the back for the transmission, but I just took all of them down. Use the center jack point to jack it up and then put it on stands, make sure it's safe before you crawl under there. With all of that done, I'm going to crawl under the car now. We'll get a bolt size for you, tell you what sort of fluid we're going to be using, and show you how to drain the old fluid out. This being a 330xi, we have a transfer case and we have a front diff. I don't have any fluid for the front diff, but I do have what the transfer case needs, and it's a very small amount of fluid. So I guess we'll move on to that now. Moving on to the transfer case, this is going to be applicable to your 4-wheel drive XI, E46 3 Series models. It's this thing right here. If you find your drive shaft that goes into the universal joint right here at the transfer case. So there's 2 bolts, just like we've been working with on the transmission and the differential, a drain bolt and a fill bolt. They are 16mm 6-point bolts, and we're unable to use a socket and wrench setup for the fill bolt, which is located on the rear of the vehicle. So what you're going to want to do is locate a open-ended wrench, which I had and then lost. So use an open-ended wrench. We're going to break the fill bolt free before the drain bolt, just so we don't get into a situation where you've drained it and then can't get the fill bolt off. Once that fill bolt is off and out of the way, we're going to break free the same kind of bolt, 16mm, out here towards the engine. And that bolt, you can use a socket and wrench setup on that. I just use the open-ended wrench again, but you can use a socket on that. Finally, I have found some black fluid in this car. It's clear to me it's never been changed. Somebody had previously done the transmission fluid and the rear differential fluid. This is original fluid, and it's going to take about 2/10 of a quart. So with the front end of the car in the air right now, we're keeping a little bit of fluid on the aft end of it. So what we're going to do is put it on the ground, lift it back up, and then work at it from that angle to get the rest of that out.
The part number for the transfer case fill/drain plug is 27111226 and the part number for the washer associated with that is 07119963308.
It would appear that I forgot to film the ending clips for this, but it's the same deal as before. I'm sorry you can't really see the actual transfer case right now, but we just want to reinstall or use the new drain bolt as well as a new washer. Tighten that down to about 45-48 foot-pounds, and then at that point we can pump in our fluid. Try to get the car down on the ground or as level as possible when you do pump in your fluid, so it's level. Then raise it back up if need be and tighten down that fill bolt. It's pretty much the same process for all this stuff. It's very simple, and definitely makes a difference in how long these components will last using fresh oil. So thanks for watching. Leave any comments down below, and stay tuned for the front differential, same thing, front diff fluid for your E46 XI models tomorrow. Thanks for watching. Speak to you later.